So our cakes are beautifully baked. Now we will let it cool in the tin. Once the cakes have completely cooled down, we will pour 2 tablespoons of brandy over the cake. Now if you want to avoid brandy, you can substitute it with orange juice. You can pour 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice over the cake. And then we will store the cake. We will wrap the cake in wax paper and silver foil and store the cake for 2 to 3 weeks. So the cakes have completely cooled down. Now, just as I mentioned, I will pour 2 tablespoons of brandy. You can substitute this with fresh orange juice. Now we will loosen the edges with a butter knife. Now we will wrap these cakes in butter paper or wax paper and store them for 2 to 3 weeks. After 5 days, brush the cake with 1 or 2 tablespoons of brandy and store again. Now you can do this every 4 to 5 days for the first 2 weeks. If you are using orange juice, then brush the cake with 1 or 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice after 10 days of baking and store the cake. The cakes made with orange juice can be stored up to 3 weeks. Here I am going to brush the cake with brandy. Now I know it's difficult to wait for 2 to 3 weeks, but you have to let the cakes rest so that it matures and develops the flavor. Now our cake is rested for 3 weeks. We will decorate the cake. Here to decorate, I'll be using apricot jam. I will glaze the fruits and nuts with apricot jam. If apricot glaze is available in the stores, you can use it directly. Here, I will boil apricot jam with water, seal and use it to glaze a cake. So, let's decorate the cake now. So here I have 100 grams of apricot jam. I'll add 1 tablespoon of water and boil the mixture. To decorate the cake, I'm going to use walnuts, pecans, cashews, candied pineapple, mango, strawberry, dried apricots and prunes. And once the apricot jam has cooled down, I will mix half of it with the candied fruits. Now I'll brush the cake with a thin layer of jam. We will apply a thin layer of apricot jam and our cake is ready. Our moist and rich Christmas cake is ready. I'm sure all of you will enjoy this.